So we're going to be working on painting our brake drums and our calipers. For the back part here in our brake drums, it's really easy just to take these off completely. So we'll go ahead and take this off and put this one in place. But for the caliper, we're going to do it a little differently. So instead of bleeding the brake lines, what we're going to do is leave the caliper in place and paint it on the rotor here. Now to do that, we're going to use our Caliper Cleaner, and we're going to get it nice and clean and ready for a fresh coat of paint. But after that, we'll tape it off, and then we'll be able to lay down our paint. VHT's Caliper Cleaner is an aggressive degreaser, so it'll get rid of the brake fluid, grime, and grease on there. But since this is pretty old, we're going to come back and hit it lightly with a wire brush just to get it really ready. This will help remove some of that light paint, some of the loose paint around the area here. If you're having a little difficulty getting the paint off, if you use the wire brush to scrape it and then hit it with this, our Caliper Cleaner, it'll really help take off some of that paint that was previously on there. You can see it dripping down right now. So we got it cleaned up. When you're taping this off, you want to make sure you don't get any paint on the brake pad or the rotors. So it's important to tape all those areas off before you put any paint down. So everything's taped off, we're ready to begin laying down our paint. One thing to note about VHT's Caliper Paint is it works great on high heat conditions. This is rated up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit, which our calipers can get pretty hot, but this will work very well for that. So to apply the paint, we're going to lay down 2 light coats, waiting 10 minutes between each coat. Then we'll follow that by a medium coat, and then we want to make sure that we apply all those paints within an hour. So we laid down our 2 light coats, and then we're about to apply our last medium coat. Once this is dry, it will not only be heat resistant up to 900 degrees, but it will also resist chips and cracks. So while we're waiting for the caliper to dry, we'll go ahead and finish off getting the rust off of here with our wire brush. And then we can use the VHT Caliper Cleaner. That'll also help break it down and get this nice and smooth and ready for some paint. So we used our Caliper Cleaner and our wire brush, and we got this looking nice and clean. What we're ready to do now is lay down our Caliper Paint. We're going to go ahead and put down 2 light coats, followed by 1 medium coat. We'll let it dry 10 minutes between each coat, and we want to make sure we get all that paint down within 1 hour. So let's get started. So the paint's been drying for about an hour now, so we're ready to peel the tape and show you what we got. We use yellow caliper paint on our project vehicle, but there's plenty of other colors on the VHT website. Check it out and post your projects on our Facebook page, and stay tuned as we continue to work on our 1972 Plymouth Satellite.